Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Sagittarius connection reading for September. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, then it was not meant for you, and leave what does not. All right. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better. Just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through, I greatly appreciate any and all of your support. All right, so we're going to get these romance angels down the middle. And then I have a deck for Capricorn, a deck for Sagittarius, and then I have my clarifying deck. All right. So, for romance angels, we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. We have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And we have very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So, it could be that if you are in a current relationship, that it's about letting go of control issues, that just letting things happen naturally, not trying to force anything, not trying to push anything. And it's about getting to know each other. It's about letting your walls down. And it's about deciding if this is the person that you want to be with and this is the person that you want to let your walls down with. Deciding, is this the person that you want to be with? If this is a new relationship or you're waiting for a relationship, I feel like very soon that the two of you will connect, and that it's about when you do connect, it's about getting to know each other, and it's about not forcing anything, not pushing anything, not expecting anything, because if you don't have any expectations, then you can't be let down and you can't be hurt. All right, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn. All right, we have the Justice card. We have the King of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the Sun card. We have the World card. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Tower. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Three of Swords as an overall energy. All right, Capricorn, you got some stuff going on. You got to tear down some of those walls. And you have to rebuild something from the beginning with a stronger foundation. Now, it could be that if the two of you are in a relationship, that there is this disconnect between the two of you. Because the Three of Swords represents, obviously it represents heartbreak. It represents a heart that's been stabbed like 3 times, so it's been very hurt. But it also represents distance. It could be a physical distance between the two of you where you're not living in the same area, or it could be emotional distance, because swords represents emotions that, well, swords represents thinking, but I feel like that represents the mind. I was thinking of like, not emotions, but like the mind, that mentally that the two of you are disconnected, that you're not on the same page, that there is a distance between the two of you mentally, even though you may be living in the same place. So it could be that if you are in a relationship with a Sagittarius, that you need to tear down some of those walls, like I was saying, and letting Sagittarius in, but that is something that you have to decide on your own. That is something that you have to decide what it is that you want, so that, you know, you can work on that. There are things that you are thinking about. I do feel like you see a future with Sagittarius, because we have the Three of Wands, and then I see this Knight of Cups here. So that represents reaching out, and I feel like Capricorn, maybe you reach out to Sagittarius and you say, yeah, like I'm ready to tear down my walls. I'm ready to work on things. I'm ready to work on this relationship and get it back to where it was, because we do have the Sun card here, you know. All right, we have Five of Swords, we have Ten of Swords, we have Three of Wands. So I feel like the both of you are on the same page with that. The both of you have the Three of Wands, and I feel like that is looking towards the future. We have the Queen of Cups. You both have the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is emotional for the both of you. We have the Knight of Swords, being ready to charge forward, Sagittarius. It also could represent some confusion. It could be scattered energy. Maybe Sagittarius isn't sure. You know, I definitely feel that there is some hurt on Sagittarius' side too, because we have this Five of Cups where it's focusing on the Three Cups, but there is Two Cups behind. We have the Six of Wands, which is success and victory. We have the Nine of Wands. This has been exhausting for Sagittarius. We have Six of Swords, and that is moving towards Capricorn, and that is about letting things go and moving on. Look at that. Talk about being on the same page. Both of your overall energies is the Three of Swords. You're both hurt. You know, I don't know, maybe the two of you have broken up. Maybe there is that distance between the two of you. You're not living in the same area, or, you know, like I was saying, like mentally, that the two of you are not on this, let's see, we're not on the same page, that there was distance between the two of you, both of you mentally. But I do feel like you're both hurt. You both see a future. And I feel that you're both wanting to move forward with this relationship and work on it, because we have the Knight of Cups, I feel like reaching out to Sagittarius, and then we have the Six of Wands, which is heading towards Capricorn. There could be a breakup. I don't know. Maybe Capricorn is ready for a breakup. You know, maybe Capricorn reaches out to tell Sagittarius that, you know, this just isn't working for you. That could be happening. Maybe you both are seeing a different future. It could go that way. It depends on what your situation is. But we have this getting to know each other. And I feel like it is wanting to move the relationship to another level, to where you break down the walls. So it could be either way. That's kind of the hard thing when you're doing a general reading like I am. I'm trying to present the different scenarios that I'm seeing or feeling from the cards that could relate to different people. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling too. Let's see, let's get these clarifying cards here and see if we can get, oops. But you're both hurting. I mean, you're both, your overall energies is the Three of Swords. I don't think that's happened to me before in a reading, where you both have the same energy. You both have the Three of Wands. You both have the Queen of Cups. This is definitely something very emotional for the both of you. All right, so let's see. All right, this Justice card, we have the Seven of Cups. Lots of thinking. Lots of going on, lots of different scenarios, lots of things going on in your mind about what is it that you should do. Then we have the King of Swords, who is a big thinker too, and an analyzer, and, you know, looking at things, looking at the situation, trying to figure out what it is to do. Lots going on in your mind, Capricorn. We have the Prince of Wands, and he's charging towards Sagittarius. So I do feel that Capricorn is going to reach out to Sagittarius, because we have the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Prince of Wands, which is heading right towards Sagittarius. We have the Empress. The Empress represents a long-term relationship. It also represents marriage. It represents birth. It represents growth, growing. It could represent it in two different ways, that Capricorn is growing and learning what it is that you want, and maybe it is that you do decide to move on, or Capricorn, you know, wants to grow this relationship and help this relationship to bloom and to blossom. We have the King of Pentacles, so that is Capricorn. So whatever happens in this situation, Capricorn, I feel like you are going to grow a lot. You're going to learn a lot. You are definitely learning a lot from this situation. We have the Sun card, which is positive energy. And then we have the Princess of Swords, and that is about, I feel like you're ready to put a plan in place. You're ready to take action. You're ready to do something about this. Maybe this has been going on for a while, and you're kind of like, okay, I'm ready to move on. The World represents success and victory. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles, okay, right in the middle here, and that could also represent you. We have a King and Queen of Pentacles, which I feel represents a relationship. So it could be that bonding with Sagittarius, that you decide that you want to have this relationship with Sagittarius, or there could be another earth sign that maybe you are interested in. We have the Three of Wands looking towards your future. It could be a Cancer that maybe you're interested in, but this also could be moving forward towards the future with Sagittarius. We have the Tower. Tower is taking down those walls and rebuilding them stronger. So rebuilding this relationship. Okay, again, we have Prince of Cups for you twice. So I definitely feel Capricorn reaches out to Sagittarius. I'm kind of feeling like, I feel like my energy that I'm getting from this is that Capricorn wants to rebuild this relationship with Sagittarius, that, you know, reaching out to Sagittarius and wanting to rebuild, or is reaching out to tell Sagittarius that you want to move away from this relationship. We have the Death card. And that is Scorpio, and that is releasing of things that are no longer useful to us. So if you are holding on to some energies from Sagittarius in this relationship, you have to release those. You have to let those go. You have to move on from them. You have to kind of work them through and then let them go. And then Death card also represents transformation and transition, changing. There are some big changes coming for Capricorn on what it is that you want to do. You're either all in or you're all out, whatever depends on your situation. We have Queen of Cups. This is emotional, because I do feel maybe, Capricorn, you are going back and forth with this relationship. You're like, do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? That's like me in this reading. I'm like, sometimes I'm feeling like you want to break up and you want to move away, but then sometimes I'm feeling like you want to work on it and you want to make it work and you want to make it happen. So maybe that's about, you know, taking that time to figure it out, what it is that you want to do. And then for the Three of Swords, we have the Judgment card, and that is an awakening, a renewal, a revival. That I feel like you're going to finally have that clarity sometime in September about what it is that you want to do with this relationship. If you're 100% in or you're 100% out, I feel like you're going to find those answers. Because I feel like you're at the point where you're like, I have to decide what it is that I want to do. Like, this is just hurting both of us. You know, I need to figure out what it is that I want to do. Five of Swords, and then we have the Four of Wands. I do feel like Sagittarius wants to connect with Capricorn and keep this going. Ten of Swords, we have the Magician, and that is about, I feel like Sagittarius is trying to figure out what it is that they need to do to make this relationship work. What is that formula? What is that, you know, what are those things that I need to do to make this work? Three of Wands, seeing that future, overcoming a difficult situation. This is definitely something very difficult that the two of you are going through or have gone through, and you will come out on the other side from this feeling better, but, you know, depending on what happens, whether if, you know, I just feel like you're both at the point, like, I feel like you're both on the same page as, do we stay together or do we break up? I don't feel like there's one person that, I feel like you're both having that confusion about what it is you want to do with this relationship. On the Queen of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, wishful. What is it that Sagittarius wishes for? What is it that Sagittarius wants? Nine of Swords, like I said, Nine of Swords can represent scattered energy. So that's why I was feeling like Sagittarius is going back and forth too. We have Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new start. Aces are new beginnings. We have Five of Cups. And then we have Eight of Wands. Moving forward from that energy, I feel like Sagittarius has been in that energy for a while, and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to move on from this. We have Six of Wands, and then we have King of Cups. And Sagittarius, I feel like that represents kind of just figuring out what you want and then going with it, like not looking back, like just not. This is also about, I feel this represents letting go of control issues and allowing the situation to unfold naturally. I feel like that's what this King of Cups also represents, because he's somebody who goes with the flow. He's somebody that just kind of goes with the ups, goes with the downs, you know, just tries to let things happen. Maybe Sagittarius was trying to push Capricorn a little bit too much, and that was making Capricorn back off. Nine of Wands, this has been exhausting for Sagittarius. So maybe Sagittarius just needs that time to themselves. Maybe Sagittarius is, yeah, like maybe we should take a break. Maybe we should, you know, just kind of have our alone time so we can figure out what it is that we want. And then Six of Swords, and then we have the Devil, which is the Capricorn card. So I feel like it's, like I said, I feel like the Six of Swords is moving towards Capricorn, and then with the Devil card on top, I feel that Sagittarius wants to move towards Capricorn, that Sagittarius wants to work this out, and Sagittarius is just trying to figure out, how do I make this happen? And Six of Pentacles is sharing, and I feel like this is, Sagittarius wants to share with Capricorn how they're feeling and what their wishes are, what their thoughts are, what it is that they want, how they could put a plan in place to make things happen. You know, with this Magician and then the Ace of Swords is like, what can we do to work through this? What can we do to get past this? What can we do to make this happen? What can we do to make things come back together? I do feel more on the side that the two of you want to work this out. You're just not sure how to do it. You each have things that you're hurting from, that you have to sort through, that you have to talk about. You have to talk about this heartbreak. What is it that's bothering you? I feel like maybe you both have these things that you're holding on to, that you're not telling the other person about. And that's the problem. Communication, you know, getting to know each other. What is it that's bothering you? What is it that we need to change? What is it that you need more from me? And I feel like those are those important questions, discussions that you have to have with each other. And I feel like once you have that, I feel like you'll both feel like you're on the same page and that you're looking towards that future and that you want to work this out. But of course, you know, that's a decision for the both of you to make on your own and decide what it is that you want. Let's see. Sorry about my arm. I never know what cards I want to close out with. I just kind of look around my table and then I decide. See what's drawing me to it. So let's close out with these. Well, I have to sneeze. Maybe. Let it out, right? Let it out. What are you feeling? Oh, it went away. Maybe that's what's happening in your relationship. Is there are things that you want to talk about. There's things that you want to discuss. You want to let out, but you're not. And that's what the two of you need to work on. I feel like it's kind of been like this for a while, so I feel like you have to get to the point where you decide what it is that you want, you know, very soon. Clearly decide what you want. All right. These two came out, and we have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. That's definitely a big thing, is listening to that inner voice, trusting your heart. What is your heart saying? Where, you know, where does it want to go? Are you overthinking the situation? Are you putting too much thought into it? Are you thinking things about Sagittarius that maybe they didn't really say, or they didn't mean to say it that way? You know what I mean? And then we have this one, only time will tell, and I definitely feel about that too. I feel like it's going to take some time for the two of you to figure out what it is that you want, and to break down those walls, and to communicate to each other and get to know each other about what it is that you need, what it is that you want from this relationship on both sides. But looking for those answers within first, and then communicating them to your partner. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.